Bubba, have you had much contact with Michael Jordan over the off-season since the lawsuit finished? And I guess what's the messaging coming from him heading into the new season?
Yeah. I actually seen him yesterday on the golf course. We had a good leadership meeting a couple weeks ago. He's fired up. It's a new season. It's a clean slate, and ready to go get it. And
obviously the biggest race in the sport. I mean, what would it mean to both you and him to sort of get to victory lane together in the Daytona 500?
Yeah, we've both been fans of the sport. He's been a lot longer fan than I have, but we understand what it takes to be successful, and to win at this level is super hard. But when you have the right people surrounding you, then the sky's the limit. So put it all together.
Tyler, how much contact have you had with Michael Jordan in the off-season since the lawsuit and everything got settled, and just going into the new year? What's the communication been like on that side?
Yeah, I've gotten to spend a little bit of time with him. We had our Christmas party, which was nice. He actually stayed later than I did. It was time to get home and get back to the kids. So we were able to enjoy some moments there together. And he's always made an effort to be a part of the meetings and communications that the team has in preparation for the year, or going into a race, or just physically his presence being at a number of races. So it's good. He's made it, him and MJ, Denny, Curtis, Gene, all the ownerships made it very clear of what the expectations are for a team like this, and how we're expected to perform. Just help guide us to where we need to have our expectations after the year.
And you've had some cool moments together in victory lane stuff. I mean, what would it mean for both you and him to get into victory lane at the biggest race in the sport, the Daytona 500?
It'd be huge. He loves winning races, and it's really cool to win at Talladega and get to have him experience his first victory lane a couple years ago. But yeah, he loves winning. Big races are important to him as well as an owner, as well as performing consistently well and contending for championships. So one way you can start it off is by having a strong speed weeks. It's cool the last 2 years here, whether it's myself or Bubba, we've been able to win duels and get the weekend started off right. And hopefully we've both been close, me and Bubba both, but hopefully one of us can get the job done the 500 and give MJ experience he's worked really hard to have.
You mentioned 2311. Have you had any chances to speak to Michael Jordan at all since being involved there, and what's that experience been like yourself?
Yeah, he's actually a lot more involved than I think most people think. After pretty much every truck win last year, he reached out to me with congratulations, and every time we ran good or bad or indifferent in the Cup car, he'd reach out and just share some words with me. And I always thought that was very motivating to have an owner, but also an owner that's very involved and motivated. And I think everyone knows he's probably a busy guy, but it seems like he always makes time to pay attention and stay in the loop with the 2311 side of things. And just being involved with him and Denny been really just awesome so far. I didn't know what I was expecting kind of getting into it, but definitely a lot of support from his side.
Sort of contact with Michael Jordan over the off season, and I guess what's the messaging coming from him heading into the new year?
Yeah, I mean, the contact is always consistent with the ownership. Denny and Michael are always at airspeed, encouraging us, giving us the tools we need to perform to the highest level. So hopefully we can succeed, and that's what all three of us want to do. All four of us, I guess, four of us want to do this weekend is give Denny and MJ a really big trophy and a big check to go along with it.